So you want to walk into it?
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Should I start with saying anything or no? They're just
yeah, maybe a little intro for yourself.
Okay. You want us to go over there for a moment?
Did you press play?
I'm recording, but I'm gonna edit, obviously.
I think having the My Room thing would be really good.
I was gonna call it catching up with Jamie.
Oh, there's even that.
I can say, hey, this is my room, and we're catching up with Jamie.
You can do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll be like, and I'll just like, hey, this is our my first guest is a really special guy, and he's pretty good.
And he's pretty good.
I'm not sure what that means.
Wait, are you guys? Is this like for real?
Yeah, this is for real.
So.
Oh no, well, this isn't for real now. Like, no, I mean, like, he's just saying what he thinks he's gonna say.
Okay, so it's recorded. Like, is the angle okay then?
I think so. Jen, do you want to take a look and see if it's good? Here, check to see if both of us sitting here looks okay to you.
I think maybe you should move it just kind of bit towards.
This seat.
Okay.
You should make that a thing. People have to touch the Buddha.
This could be the thumbnail. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So. Okay, do you want to go over, guys? Jen, you'll count us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just rearrange the snacks.
It's okay. It's just snacks, whatever.
Making them little.
Or Jamie, you know what you do? Hide them behind you, and then you pull them. Well, I got a treat for you today.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Or maybe from below your seat because you can't see it, and then you just go.
Okay.
Do a countdown.
Okay. Have you ever tried so and so?
Okay, so I'm counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so hey, this is my room, and this is the first episode of my podcast, and it's called Catching Up with Jamie, and the title pretty much explains exactly what it is. We're just catching up with me, Jamie, and today's first guest is a special kind of dude in many ways. Take it as you will. He's a media connoisseur, so he's going to help me set this up, and we'll take it from there. Okay, let's introduce him. Come on out.
Hey everyone, I'm Johnny.
Yeah, this is Johnny Viukis. He's the... So, Johnny, we're touching the Buddha again?
Yeah, just to touch it.
Okay.
This is great.
So, like... For the people who don't know you, hypothetically, because there's like, it's just gonna be like for my friends and whatnot.
Sure.
Like, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my name is Johnny Viukis, and if you couldn't already tell from that last name, I'm Greek, and I was born and raised in Canada, and I knew Jamie since junior high school. We went to a school called...
Middle school.
Middle school.
Is that the
Isn't
same
it junior high at middle school? I think
know.
it's kind of the same, almost. But it was called Kent. We were the Cobras. Kent Cobras with a K.
Cobras, yeah.
Cobras with a K. And we went to school in Bloor, which was our high school. And we went to separate universities and stuff. And now we're still together after all these years.
Yeah.
And it's been great.
I mean, that was more about us than you.
Oh yeah,
say,
okay.
That's pretty good.
So I like the stuff I like. I like media stuff. So he mentioned I was a media connoisseur. I'm not sure if I'm a connoisseur, but I did take a media program in university. I like a lot of TV. I like a lot of television and movies. I'm a big nerd when it comes to movies and comics and stuff like that. And I like SpongeBob still. A lot of people might disagree with that. The newer episodes are kind of like whatever, but I still think it's pretty good. And I like eating a lot of food.
Yeah, you do like eating.
Yeah,
it's true. You're
yeah.
like,
I do
like one of the only I would like to say non-ethnic people who
tries ethnic stuff.
Try new food.
Yeah, and I used to be the pickiest eater.
So
pickiest eater. I think he's the one who actually got me eating kind of more ethnic stuff, I think.
So you bring up like a pretty good point.
Sure.
Like, so you said we met in junior high, whatever,
Yes.
middle school, right?
Yes.
Like, when was that? Would you say grade 7 or grade 8?
Grade 7.
So let's talk about that
Sure.
quickly. Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it, Jen, she has to use so much. Now, oh my God, she has the best timing.
That was good.
I'm not editing this part out.
No, it's good. It's good. This is good. This stays running. This stays rolling. This is natural.
Yeah, I mean, Okay, so we met like, would you say grade 7 or
Grade
Grade
7, I'd say.
I swear it was grade 8, no?
I think it was grade 7.
Okay, either or. Do you remember?
Who's your...
Not Mr. Kumar.
Not Mr. Kumar.
Not Mr. Kumar.
We didn't have... You weren't in
You
my
had
Mr.
Mr. Kumar.
I was with George in grade 7.
Yeah.
But maybe it was like the tag. Wasn't it called tag?
That was,
which was a morning class?
you and Mr. Kumar's class in the morning.
No, I never had Mr. Kumar in the morning. He was my main class.
Isn't that the same thing as tag?
No, tag was like where you met up in the morning. Like, I remember one year I had Mr. G. And Mr. G was like the tag guy. So it's like you meet up in the morning, and then I had Miss Kwok, the librarian.
How I remember how we met, okay?
Okay.
So regardless of grade 7 or 8, like I knew you from before. Like we're a pretty small school, so everyone knows each other, right? So, like whatever, like it was lunchtime. So, oh, hey Johnny, like what's up? And like I think we kind of knew each other beforehand. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, you're like, we went to an internet cafe with you.
That wasn't... I know
no,
exactly what you're talking about.
No, just hold
that
on.
wasn't the first time.
No, just hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
all right.
It was me, you, and Kevin Smearsmith.
I know exactly what story
Kevin S. Whatever. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if I can play names or whatever, but like...
why not?
I don't see why not.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. But we went to an internet cafe, right?
Yes.
You remember that, yeah?
I do.
And we played Warcraft.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, I never played Warcraft ever, okay? Just saying. And it was
Neither have I. I was just gifted.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm a media guy, and part of media is gaming.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we played Warcraft. It was like a LAN game, and it was footies. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
So I never played ever.
It was footman defense.
So I never played, and it's like, what, $2 per an hour?
Something like that. That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, as a military kid. I just remember why you remember that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Like, okay, like we'll play fair. Everyone is on their own team, or me and you and Kevin on the other team to make it fair, because I never played before.
Okay.
So you're like, yeah, whatever. So then you start the game. At the last minute, you switch.
Is that what happened?
You switched.
It was me who switched?
Yeah.
Are you sure it was me who switched?
You switched to Kevin's side. Both people who've been playing Warcraft for like years. And then you destroy me. A guy who's never played anymore. And I remember I was just, at that point, I was like, I don't want to play anymore. Why are we playing Warcraft?
I remember you were really upset after that. But I don't think that was the first time.
I'm still mad.
I know, because you bring it up. You're bringing it up right now. But the thing is, I don't think that was the first time we met. I have a different memory.
What's your version?
My version might have never even happened before, but I remember I was going to a McDonald's, and we both ordered a Big Mac, and we were waiting on the side. I think it was in the Walmart McDonald's, and they gave one Big Mac in front of us, and both our hands touched the Big Mac at the same time, and we looked at each other. We're like, Jamie, Johnny, you ordered a Big Mac too? And you're like, yeah. And we ended up sharing that Big Mac, and we left the other Big Mac there for someone else to take. It was beautiful. I don't know if that happened. I don't know. It could have been a dream.
Okay,
but I don't think that was definitely not our first time meeting. That was like we already knew each other at that point. But yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, it was kind of funny. But
You mean me losing my $2 out and being like scarred for life on a different video game?
Yeah, I don't know if you played Warcraft again.
Well, we did. Like after that, like pretty much.
Oh yeah, we did play
our
online.
Friendship progression is like. Then we hung out with like Anson. Like we had the same mutual group of friends.
We did,
Kwong,
yeah.
Josh, Ali, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then high school, I left to West Toronto for a year. Mm-hmm. Then I came back.
Came back tougher. You came back tougher.
West Toronto.
It was West Toronto. They closed that school down because of how rough it was.
For a reason.
Yeah. Was it actually? Was there a reason because they closed down? Like a particular reason?
Yeah.
There was a particular reason why they shut the school down?
Not like something happened. I think like people can probably like quote me if I'm wrong, like correct me, but like just low attendance.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought. I thought it was just like their population was declining, and they're like, we can't do this.
5 people per class.
Yeah, because man, I'm not trying to hate on West Toronto.
It's like a French school now.
Well, I remember I did a math. What was it? It was a summer school for math there one year, and I saw the graduation list, and progressively got shorter and shorter, and it looked like the people were getting older and older at the same time. So
the last person was like Edward Lai, just one picture of him.
Yeah, like you did it.
You did it. You did it. Class of 2014.
Yeah, with their only graduate.
Edward Lai. It's on underneath.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Edward Lai.
Hey Eddie.
So, yeah, I'm doing the shout out thing, Jen. I like to shout people. I like that.
Shout out Jen Chan.
Shout out to Jennifer Chan using the washroom at the right time. Shout out Jennifer.
Whoop whoop.
But yeah, and then we went to high school.
Yeah.
And
Bloor.
we played Bloor Collegiate. That was some pretty good stuff there. We'll talk
It
about.
was random, eh? It was a really random school.
It was pretty random. Like, but let's go. Anyways, so we're playing Warcraft a lot. Mm-hmm. Our main games would be Dota and footies.
That's right. Yeah.
It'd be me.
If you guys know League of Legends, well, for the younger viewers out
true.
there,
Yeah.
that was the OG
Dota.
League of Legends.
Yeah,
Dota
it
was the OG. Yeah,
the OG like lane game.
Yeah. So all that started from Dota. So know your roots. That's where we came
We would
from.
play that every night, pretty much like 10 to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And George would always sleep early.
He was, yeah. He would
Quote
sleep.
unquote sleeping early.
Sleeping early.
Whatever that dude does.
Oh, yeah.
But
Painting.
It was me, you, Anson, George.
I want to say the Mercado twins. Weren't they playing with us too?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
We'd have, and then later on down the road, we'd have Josh.
Sometimes Kevin played.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Josh Chuki.
Josh Chuki.
Yeah.
Freddie at times.
There's a lot of people who play.
Min Harris.
Yeah,
Harris
Harris was
one.
good.
Harris
Was big.
He was our main dude to support us, remember?
Yeah.
The plan is you farm and do whatever.
I was in the
usually.
jungle the whole time.
I would be
and
mad because early game we would lose like crazy.
Yeah.
But then late game you would emerge from the force.
Yeah.
It's like I've been feeding this whole time.
After all these years.
And you would just like destroy.
Yeah.
Or we rely on Harris.
Yeah.
So when we met in the beginning, interesting fun fact out there. What
See, and I thought internet cafes brought people together too.
they did, like
That back in the day, and
well, they
like
still
now
have them, but
they do, but it's like dirty and it's like it's filled with bums and they're watching like porn next to you.
George
and
just used it to print stuff. Remember last month I went.
see. I think that's the only time I see people in an internet cafe is just when they need to print something.
So
anyway.
So fun fact I learned from meeting you the first time, way early back in the day. Mm-hmm. To tell me about your dad.
Oh,
Tell people about your dad.
so my dad's bald.
Just so you know,
he's Greek too.
just so people know out there, my father is also bald.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
something over there.
Bald. And he's Greek. And he used to body lift. Or weightlift? Bodybuild, yeah, sorry.
Well,
What am I
would
talking
you
about?
consider him a bodybuilder or like fitness enthusiast?
No, he's a bodybuilder.
Like he went to competitions?
He was about to compete, and then he just fell into his... he went more career-wise, I guess. And he was just doing... He had his own company. He had a construction company, and then...
Well, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Like, about your dad. Like,
Yeah,
early
well, he was-
in Greece.
Oh, okay. Well, he was only in Greece till he was 3 years old, until he moved to Montreal.
When was it the time he did the calisthenics? Like, Johnny's dad was crazy. He did like 200, like everything, no?
Yeah. But you see, like that... He was a big guy. Like he's still a big guy. He's still a
really
big
big.
guy.
He's
And the
huge.
thing is, like, I'm the tallest in my family, and I'm like 5'8" and a half.
Height-wise,
But
height-wise,
height-wise,
the biggest.
that's everything. He's the biggest, except height. But he, so he moved here when he was 3 years old. Lived in Montreal till he was like 12. There's a lot of like bullies and stuff there too, and he didn't
Like
have any of
GSP
that
in
shit.
Quebec.
He was kind of like GSP, young, bald, did his thing and fought bullies. And then he moved to Toronto, and he went back to Greece here and there. Like he'd go back often enough so people knew him. And then he met my mom at 18, and they got married at a very young age. And then they came here, and he was still into the whole bodybuilding thing, and then he was losing his hair. And I think
One Punch Man
like
kind
One
of.
Punch. I'm telling the story of One Punch here.
Pretty
So the more he worked out, the more hair he lost, and he's pretty big. And he had some bodybuilder friends. He was friends with Mr. Canada and stuff. They used to like travel on vacation.
Canada? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, they used to travel and go vacations and stuff together. And so a lot of bodybuilder friends, and he was really big in bodybuilding. But the calisthenics part happened when
That was like early on when he was a teenager, no? Okay, well,
No,
there was
no,
like
no,
a
this
story
was-
you
this
told
was
me
later,
He would do
but-
like, so from what I recall, you told me your dad would do like he'd run, then do like 500 jumping jacks, like two. You said like two,
I don't know if it was like
it was in like high hundreds, like squats, like all.
I don't know if it was
calisthenics.
Scots. Yeah, it was
Like
calisthenics. yeah.
like leg raises.
The
all
leg
this
raises
shit.
he was big in, like sit-ups, just a lot of that stuff. A lot of like free body weight stuff he would be doing. But we had so every time we'd go vacation in Greece, I'd go back a lot as a kid too, and even now I go back every so often. But so we stay at our grandmother's house. It's a pretty decent sized property. So we have some really old equipment there from when he was younger, and it's all like rusted and looks really old and stuff. So it's kind of like what Rocky would train with, just like lifting boulders and lying down on a bench and this and that. But that's what he's talking about. Like he had this like decline bench that he'd lie down on, and he'd be doing like he'd wake
Honestly,
up at
that's
like 5 a.m. every morning or 6 a.m.
I thought he just did like straight up like calisthenics.
Well, he did do a lot of calisthenics too, yeah. But then he'd wake up like 5, 6 a.m. and then I'd wake up like sometime in the morning.
Oh, you saw
like,
this? I thought these were like old stories before you were born.
No, a lot of it I did see. Yeah, and then I'd wake up sometime in the morning. I see him all sweaty, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Dad? What were you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I just worked out for so and so, and I did this and that." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And we'd go to the beach.
I remember. I remember when I first met your dad, Johnny. Oh man, like we'll say like.
He's a talkative person. He's a talker.
Yeah,
he's a talker.
I first met your dad,
Milty. His name is Milty.
You never. Yeah, his name is Milty. Yo, shout out to Milty. Shout out to
hey,
Johnny's
Dad.
Shout out to Milty.
I love you.
So,
and Mom, you too.
I walk into the house. Johnny.
Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Right?
Honestly, this is how Johnny's dad looks, kind of.
It kind of is.
But so, you never told me about your dad in the fitness stuff, by the way, like ever.
Oh.
So, like, you can imagine what a shock I was walking into. You know, I walk into.
I thought he told you.
No.
Okay, maybe not.
It was later on until I knew. We'll get to this part after.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I walk in. All of a sudden, there's this like a thing. That's
that
actually
walks
good.
In. That's a good
like Marvel reference thing.
Yeah, like the Fantastic Four.
This dude walks in. He's jacked. Like Johnny's dad's a bit shorter. He's like 5'6", 5'7".
He's probably like 5'7". Yeah.
But he's wide. This dude looks like he's 240. Okay, his hands are like huge. He comes in and shakes my hand. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm young Jamie. I'm Johnny's friend.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, in terms of voice, I hear, hey, I'm.
His voice isn't that big.
You know why.
Okay,
you know why.
All right, okay,
you know why.
At the time, yeah.
You know why. So let me finish. Hey, I'm Johnny's dad. How are you? You guys, you gotta keep my son fit and stuff like that. So
the thing is, I don't think it was that.
It was.
That's exaggerated, though. That is exaggerated.
Was it not close though? Like,
I mean, it got a little higher at the time.
Okay, but for everyone out there who's curious why I did that voice,
yeah,
why?
My dad is a cancer survivor.
Shout out to Milty.
He beat cancer.
Yo, man, seriously.
Yeah, had throat cancer, so he was going through like all those.
He just finished his surgery.
Yeah, he went through surgery, and
when I met him, he had the scar there. I didn't know it was from fresh out. Yeah,
and he did
thyroid.
Was it thyroid? I don't think it was a thyroid. I don't think it was a thyroid. No, it was, but I know it was definitely in his throat. Mm-hmm. I can't remember the specific one, but it was just he did a lot of treatments for it, and then he beat it. But for a while, it was crazy. So he wasn't able to talk for like a while before it even. I don't know, before his voice got like.
First time he talked. No,
it wasn't the first time he talked. It was just like when he was getting those surgeries and the treatments, he wasn't able to talk for like a while. It'd be like really raspy, like super raspy.
It's still raspy and high.
It is. He always kind of had a raspy voice anyway.
Yeah,
like it was
now,
it was a deep raspy voice. But after getting all those treatments, it did get like a little higher, and that was around that. I don't think was that the first time though. That happened like more in like high school though.
No, that was the first time I met him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, yeah. So that
cancer survivor.
Cancer survivor.
It's like serious.
Yeah.
But it was like weird though, obviously as a young kid, and you're hearing that. And this was before I knew he was a survivor. Yeah. So it's like, like his voice is pretty damn high for a big dude.
For what he looks like. Yeah. Yeah.
But and what did your dad at the time do for a living? Your family?
We had a gym. So
Which gym was it?
Proactive Fitness.
And it's still there.
It's not proactive.
It's same owner.
We had it for about like 10 years, and then
where's it located? So people know.
St. Clair and Dufferin.
Yeah, it's right there.
Dufferin, St. Clair.
Yeah, you can see it when you take the streetcar.
Yeah, and we had a gym for a while, and he was going pretty ham there. Hard as a motherfucker. For you guys who don't know what ham is. And
what was the gym like? Like
it was big. It was really good. Like I was actually.
I know you guys told me you guys had like smoothie. You guys sold smoothies.
Yeah, we had like smoothie stands. We had like tanning stations and stuff. Like we had like a stand-up bed, a lie-down bed. It was actually like a full on gym.
You guys were the first booster juice. We can almost say
we're the original booster juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good. Like honestly. Because I go to the, I haven't been to the gym now in like a year. So we'll get to this later. We'll get to this later. But I have seen a lot of gyms. Because I used to go. I used to go to.
You've seen them.
Yeah. So I used to go to a lot of gyms, and So it was a lot bigger than most other gyms. Like even to this day, like I think that gym or the gym we had, I'm not just saying this, it was great. It was great. Like it was actually, it would have been perfect. If it would be at the ideal gym that I'd go to right now because it had everything that I used. It was massive. I never seen it. I mean, be it that I was like granted, I guess I was really young at the time too. I was maybe like 14, 15. But from what I remember, because I used to go there a lot too, it wasn't like any other gym I remember. Or, any other Good Life, or YMCA is one that I used to go to a lot. But it was great. Yeah. I don't know.
So, speaking about the fitness thing, wait, hold on. Let me check something.
Sure, yeah.
I want to make sure this is good. Okay, good. So, speaking about the fitness thing, when did you start yourself working out?
I was probably introduced to the whole gym thing. Actually, I shouldn't say introduced, but...
Born into.
Yeah, like I started taking it a little more seriously, kind of. Like, no, I started casually, and then I got more into it, but I was in high school. So there was like a health and fitness class, and we had a gym there, and we used to go to the gym there every once in a while.
Wait, you didn't start with your dad at that gym?
I did. Okay, I should say like those were like the roots, but I was like 14, 15 at the time, so you didn't want me to like stunt my growth or whatnot. I am the tallest in my family now, so thanks, Dad.
Thank you. Yeah, you did it, like the extra few inches.
Yeah, the 1 inch or whatever. So yeah, I was like over there. He showed me some things, but then I started going to like high school. Some of my friends there, and it was this was a really crappy gym. Like one Universal, it was all rusted. Like
Josh,
yeah,
Huang,
and you know what? And it sucked because like we didn't always get access to it. It was kind of like if they thought that we knew what we were doing, then we could go.
You know what it looked like to the gym? Just to clarify,
what was that?
Like a sex dungeon.
It kind of did. It kind of did.
Dungeon,
it did because like the whole room was not renovated. It smelled weird.
It was dark and damp.
It was dark and damp. Like honestly, I'm pretty sure they closed it afterwards. I don't think they renovated the place.
Like, it really was. It really was like a bunch of torture equipment in a dark and damp room.
Yeah.
Like,
and it was.
Dungeon.
It really, yeah. You know what? Honestly, it probably was. Yeah. From the medieval times or something. I don't know.
So
it was really bad.
So that's where you started, whatnot.
Yeah.
Now
and then I started going to the YMCA a lot. Like I was going to the YMCA a lot.
But before that, so part of the
okay.
high school. Wait, were you still in high school doing YMCA? I'm still in high school with Johnny.
Sorry?
I'm still doing high school with Johnny.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so in high school, Johnny, yeah, we went like, and it was a few times here and there, It wasn't
so
like
you
super
weren't
serious.
Also into fitness. I saw, you were also an athlete.
Was I an athlete in university? Sorry, in high school? You know what? Throughout my educational career,
you went to OFSA.
I did.
Remember?
I did. You know what?
Nesty went to OFSA.
I got some medals too.
You have volleyball medals. So
I do.
For people who don't know, and like, it's like hard to say. He's not that tall. Me and Johnny are like almost the same height. But
I used to play
He's
front
a
line.
volleyball player. Yeah, you don't need to be tall to be a volleyball player.
Honestly, it's a skill. If you got hops, white men can jump.
So
we could fly.
Who was on the volleyball? Like our friend group, it was you.
Yeah.
Kwong.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people, man. Like, and this is the thing I liked about Bloor. It was small enough that everyone knew each other and everyone was friends.
Yeah, but for the people like who are like going to be watching this, like, if they are,
all right. Yeah, it was me and Esty. Josh was on it.
Yeah,
Alex Kong.
Oh yeah, Alex
Kwong.
Kwong. When did you get into volleyball? Like, how'd you start playing?
Honestly, it was in elementary.
Mr. Baker.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Baker.
Shout out Mr. Baker. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Shout out to Mr. Kumar from before.
Mr. Kumar was after.
In grade 7 and 8.
Yeah. Mr. Baker is grade 6.
I know, but I'm talking about because we didn't shout him out earlier.
Oh yeah, shout out Mr. Kumar. I forgot about that. Sorry.
So yeah, tell us about your volleyball career because you're an active. Johnny, for people who don't, he's active in the fitness community.
Yeah.
And he was an active volleyball athlete. Here,
okay, let me tell you. Okay, so if we're gonna start from my athletic career from the start, like talk about my athletic.
Let's talk about volleyball.
Okay, if we're just gonna talk about that because that was never my true interest.
But you played. You went.
I did. I did. Yeah, and it was great.
You were one of the top schools in the city.
We were solid. We were actually really good.
I'm assuming you had an instrumental role in that team to make it to the top.
I think so. I think without me, we wouldn't have legally been able to have played because we needed the players.
Like, I don't play sports. I don't know a lot about volleyball.
Sure.
Like Jen obviously like teaches me what was your position?
I was power, and offside, and back line.
I know.
I kind of played every role in volleyball.
I know
so.
Jen's not part of this podcast. I'm just going to clarify. So, Jen? How would you describe power? Like, what did they do?
They hit the ball.
They hit the ball.
Yeah,
like, would you say
they're front line?
They're the front person, right?
They're offense,
And would you say like they're like one of the key components to winning? One of them, obviously. Everyone is, but like main offensive like.
Yeah, they're the main offensive.
So you were like the quarterback, pretty much of the team.
I think the quarterback would be probably no. I was gonna say the
Not
setter.
a quarterback?
The setter.
The setter is the quarterback.
That's what I was saying.
Sorry,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm
So
saying
what
like
would he
the
be
quarterback would
comparable?
probably be the setter.
He'd be the striker.
The striker.
You're
The striker, and yeah.
Like you would go up there, take that.
We just did a football and soccer reference.
Yeah, they're both. Wait, just saying they're both technically football. Shout out to Ali.
Shout out to Ali.
Football.
Shout out to Ali.
So you'd be the main dude. You know, I from watching. I think Jenks like the whole run up and 3-step. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There was.
Yeah, tell me about
that.
that.
A 3-step. Yeah.
So you were always.
You know what?
Well, let's start with this.
Sure.
Were you a starter?
No, I was not. I was not a starter.
Okay. Well, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
I'm interrupting.
All right. So
Wait, before that, let's open up our drinks. So
Okay.
I brought Johnny to Nations. Johnny's never tried Calbico before, so we'll sip on that and he'll tell us what he thinks when
this is a white peach.
getting-
I don't think Jamie tried the white peach
No, I just
flavor
tried
either.
lychee and regular.
So this is a shout out to our sponsors,
Yeah,
Nations.
and coconut juice.
Yeah. And Calpico. Are we gonna cheers this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's just cheers it. I know you've had yours before, but
It's just
my God,
coconut
I can't-
juice. I think we've all had coconut juice.
Wait, I want to smell this before we actually drink it.
I don't know why I'm smelling mine.
Oh, this actually smells really peachy.
It tastes like Pocari Soda with peach.
It doesn't smell. It smells
peachy.
very
Yeah.
peachy.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
I'll try some later.
Yeah, you can try some. Yeah.
So tell us about your volleyball career.
Okay, so
Like when did you join the team?
Oh wait, am I talking about Blue or am I talking about earlier?
Let's do Bloor.
Okay,
So
so
whatever. We knew you played volleyball beforehand, but let's talk about Bloor.
can't
Like your
remember-
main
So I think
highlight.
it was probably grade 10 when I got into it, and I can't remember if I did 11 and 12 too. I know I did 12. What did I do 11 too?
You did
I
it
did
last
11
year. You did all the years.
No, but no, I didn't do all the years because grade 9 I was soccer.
damn.
I was soccer.
athlete.
I was soccer.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
volleyball.
And I remember one story that you probably gonna bring up after because of the soccer. I'll probably say it after. Should I just say the soccer one right now that you might bring up, or if I bring it up, you're probably gonna remember it?
The La Mesa one.
No.
Like we all threw away the.
No, but okay, we did have a really bad
Talking
soccer
about
team.
how, like, Corral and stuff threw the peach at Harris. Or,
No.
Yo,
This
fuck
is just-
those
I just
guys,
remember-
Man.
yeah.
Fuck those guys. Anyways, you fucking have bullies.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll just say the soccer one really quick. But the soccer one, where like I think we
I
are.
wasn't there in grade 9, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, so
Remember I was
maybe
in West Toronto.
I could have remembered you being at this game though.
Maybe watching.
Maybe.
No.
Or was it grade 10? Didn't you play on the soccer team one year?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
Well, I could have sworn you were there anyway. But
was
I just
back
remember there was this one year, and I think we already lost. Like we couldn't get any further, and like we weren't going to make it to any finals or anything like that in soccer. But we were playing like one of the last, I guess, seasonal games, I guess. And yeah, I was playing, and I was like a defender, and someone passed the ball back to me, and I did something that was like I thought it was kind of cool at the time, but like so everyone just kind of like. Up the field, whatever. I'm like in the defensive position.
Was it you rolled the ball back and it went into the net?
No.
Someone did that.
Yeah.
Right?
That was our goalie. Our goalie scored on himself. Like that was actually
sick.
really. Yeah.
Yo, I don't know who our goalie, but shout out to him. He scored on ourselves.
Didn't he do it twice? I could have sworn he done it
I know
twice.
there was like once where the ball got rolled back and he let it roll in, and we're just like, I can't
don't
remember if that
allow
was
it.
like an
Yeah.
exact game or if it was
Well,
like.
for me, like I had so someone passed back to the defense so I can like boot it
Mm-hmm.
out, right? So I just like stopped the ball, and then I took like maybe 5 steps back to do like a running start and kick it forward. But people were laughing at me for doing that. I'm like,
Why?
I don't know. I thought it made sense.
Okay, and then that's it?
That was it. Yeah. But I thought it made sense to do that because if you want to boot the ball forward, you're going to have to,
physics-wise,
And
In
some
American
people,
football, the quarterback doesn't
I don't know.
Kicker, sorry.
Yeah. And then I was just like, what the hell? But anyway, that was that story. That wasn't very glamorous, but yeah.
Okay, so with the volleyball.
Okay, with volleyball, let me tell you that our team was fantastic.
The team was legitly good.
It was really good.
A really
Like
good team.
we had a
Kyle was really good.
honestly, everyone on our team was really good.
Everyone.
Everyone on the team was everyone. I'm gonna stick to that. Everyone was really. Everyone was.
I didn't say no. I'm just repeating.
I'm just saying.
you.
Everyone
Fuck.
was really good. I'll say this. All the starters were amazing. They were fantastic. Like,
Let's clarify. Were you a starter?
I was not a starter.
Okay.
But this is the thing. So all our starters went on to play like university and college volleyball because that's how good we were. And then
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and aside that fact, like we're from a school that had maybe 400 or
So a really
500
small school.
400 or 500 students. So for us to be really good in a sport in itself was an achievement, but we needed people to join that team because we needed more people.
Yeah, okay. You don't need.
So me and a few other people, we were like, okay, like we started, like I started earlier, I think, in high school, and obviously I wasn't gonna start because I was nowhere near these guys. They were playing volleyball for so long.
But you made a team, which is like
I did.
saying
Well,
something.
they were a lot taller too. Like
Like,
they're probably all 6.
If they were up here,
Yeah,
you'd have to be like at least somewhere around to join the team.
maybe right now. Maybe right
Right now.
Maybe
Sorry,
Maybe
so,
right
yeah.
now. I'm around there.
What
you
grade
know.
was this again that you joined? So we're saying grade 10?
I think I was grade 10. Yeah, I think I was in grade 10.
Okay, let me help you fast forward. So
Sure.
you joined the team,
Yeah.
you weren't a starter.
No.
When you did play,
I did a lot of ball
your
shagging
power.
and
Yeah.
rooting from the bench.
bench shooting. That's important.
Bench rooting, yeah. It wasn't quite like a towel boy, but I'm
Let's
like,
just say-
guys,
okay.
BCI, you know how we do. Let's go. Huh?
What was the
Yeah,
actual
it's kind of
thing
like
you
that.
guys did? I
There was a
remember.
few different chants. Our chants were actually pretty badass.
There was another one. Okay, whatever.
BC. No, that was just one I'm
So,
trying
like,
to make up on the
let's
spot.
say,
yeah.
let's run through a hypothetical volleyball game.
Yeah.
You're in the game,
Yeah.
whatever. You know, one of the powers tired, so Mr. Chan's like, Johnny, get in there.
Yeah.
You get in there.
Yeah. This is
Run
actually
us-
this
run
was
us
this was
through-
our,
run
this
us
was
through a
okay.
story.
This was our last OFSA game.
Wait, for people who don't know up there, what's OFSA?
OFSA is like, so after you, I don't know, you qualify, like you beat the cities, like, so you get through your regular season, you go do like the cities or your division in the city. So there's like, I think East, West, that's how it is, right? Yeah. So we won that and then we qualified to get into OFSA, which is like, which is all of Ontario. So you're getting like the best schools in each division in Ontario, and they meet up in one place, one town. We flew out to like Winnipeg for this one,
Damn.
and then drove into.
So you can
Shout out Winnipeg.
highly say it's like a high.
So we get there, and we're there for a few days. We have to drive into like this town, and I think we did okay in OFSA in the standings.
I think you guys did pretty good.
I think
From
so.
what
I think we
remember.
did pretty
I don't know
well.
much, but
I think we did
know
pretty
it was
well. But at this point, this was like when we're already knocked out and we're just playing like fun games because there's always like fun games in volleyball. It's like, what are we going to do for the extra half hour? We ended early. Let's have a fun game and put the whole bench on. So they.
Who's the bench who was on? I just want to know like the team.
Who was at the bench on? Like who was our bench?
Yeah.
It was a lot of like the rookie guys. Well, I mean, like the rookie. That was in our last year. So it was like me and Esty. I can't remember if Alex was on.
Yo,
with them.
shout out to Anesti and Alex too.
So Esty and Alex. I can't remember if they were on the team that year.
I think you were on.
I know. I think Esty
Josh
wasn't this like
too.
was this grade 12? I think it was grade 12.
12.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh was.
So
there.
tell us about that fun game you
So
were
then and then there was also like the younger guys who went on to playing like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
following
the
year,
younger
like
guys,
because there was like the 5th year volleyball, so it was kind of like a blend of like the older guys and the younger guys. So it was like a blend of like grade 12s and 11s and 10s maybe. No, 11s and 12s. Anyway, it was like some younger guys too. So they asked me if I want to play during a fun game.
Oh, you're gonna say yeah.
Oh, it wasn't during the fun. It wasn't even during the fun game. It was like at some point. I think we were gonna lose in like the next point or something, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not ready yet. But the thing was,
Not
this is
ready?
well, yeah,
Why would
because
a high-level offset player not be ready?
because you know what it was. It was the other team we were facing were like. It was like David and the Goliaths.
They were like
honestly, I would have gone in
know
there
what they were
and
like?
they would have hit the ball.
They're-
This is their
in
this is,
anime terms. They'd be Haikyuu. You know that volleyball anime.
I think I heard of
everyone's
it. Yeah.
watching? Like that. They're
But
like that
well, this
level.
is the thing. Like these guys were massive. Like if you ever seen the Hercules animated movies, and you had to face the Titans at the end. These guys were the Titans, and I was like this puny guy.
You were Hercules.
Yeah, but at that point, I was fighting them with no powers. I was
That's what
Hercules
happens-
without.
That's what happens in the movie. He gets his power back.
He
though,
gets it
with a
after,
heroic
but
pass.
he had to fight the Titans without it.
Yeah, but you didn't even try.
Yeah, I know, but that's because do you know how hard he got his ass kicked while
Okay,
fighting
but-
those Titans?
but I want to know. Like,
So like these guys were massive. Like they were like probably double
yeah,
my
but I'm
height.
asking for a story where you played.
Well, I didn't play. I didn't play in that game.
A game you did play. Then.
Oh well, I played in like the seasonal games.
Like how would
I just didn't want to like for the OFSA game. It was just
here?
honestly
let me
these
give-
guys were dangerous.
you
like
know-
if you've seen like these guys were hitting like
Like if you got
meteors.
hit in the face.
Yeah,
like you're
I've
done.
never got hit by like
you would
hit in the-
die.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
straight up die. Like
I
you're not
think
even
so.
Like you would
I
straight
think
up,
so.
Like,
I
die.
probably like, and you know, I broke my teeth before, like a couple times. My front
three
teeth.
times.
No, it was probably more than that. Yeah, like it happened last year once.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
eating,
I
and you know how
remember.
that happened? I was eating cereal. I was eating Raisin Bran. Shout out Raisin Bran for your
Bran, yo,
hard corn
fuck.
flakes.
8 grams of fiber.
Yeah,
So
helps you poop.
Yeah. So you know, before I end up the volleyball rant,
Sure.
from 0 to 10. 10's not like the best. I'm just saying 10's obviously the best, but for our scale, 10's like Kwong.
Sure.
In level wise, how close were you to Kwong?
I was a 6.
It's pretty good.
I think I was a 6.
That's pretty good.
Maybe a 5, 6.
That's pretty cool. That's
I think I was better than the like. I think I was a lot better than the average player.
Mm-hmm.
Average being like average. Average. I think I was pretty good.
What was-
like I learned honestly, I learned a lot from playing with
What
those
was-
guys because their skill level was so much higher than where I was at, and that goes a long way.
What was one of the pros of you being on the volleyball team? So you get free medals.
We got medal. I got the glory.
Don't forget about free trips. You guys got a free
We got free
Montreal
trip.
trip, right?
No, it was to Winnipeg.
That was the trip?
Yeah, we went to
Okay.
Winnipeg. We went to a small town, and we got like these rooms. And you know, for us, we're just kind of chilling the whole time because we're just so reliant on. Like, if we had one of our main players just like get injured, we've been fucked. Like, honestly, we've been like, oh shit, we have no one good enough to replace this guy. So luckily, that didn't happen. But it was a lot of pranks and stuff. We did prank wars.
Okay, so like that's your athletic portion. So now talking about
I
fitness.
had a more successful athletic career in other sports. You know what? I was actually a really good sprinter and runner in elementary.
You were?
I actually was.
I don't know.
I swear to
That's,
God.
like, news to
Yeah,
me.
I actually swear
Like,
to God.
you
I
make
used to
city
do
finals or
I did. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
I
good.
did. Yeah. I went
That's
like
pretty good.
I went like a couple times. That was for cross country.
How about
and
now?
And then I used to play. And then I used to do like all the other like running sports as well, like relay and this and that. I think we went to cities for relay as well before.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like, so I was a good runner. And then the thing is, like, so I actually didn't even know that Bloor had a track team, like, because I would have went for track then too.
Yeah, we had track.
Yeah, I know what we did, and I found out like maybe in grade 11 and 12, and I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna stick to volleyball.
So that's your part of your athletic career. Now,
Yeah.
speaking fitness wise,
Oh, fitness.
you
Okay,
do a
so
lot.
like,
You're like into lifting, and Johnny has goals every year. Like I remember one time I met him. I know him in 2015. Okay, this is one of his goals. He says, Jamie, by 2018,
it was 30. It was in 2018. It was by him 30. It was 30.
Just let me tell my
wasn't-
version.
okay,
of the
fine,
story,
let's
okay? That's the reason you're here.
Sure.
So 2015, we're riding a TTC from Dufferin, going back from Yorkdale. You know, we're talking about like weightlifting and stuff like that. Yeah, by 2018, I want to be at least 180 of muscle. You know, I think I can do it.
Okay.
What's the date currently? We're April 1st, April Fools,
Sure.
2018. Where are we right
You know
now
what?
with the
Okay,
goals?
so let me say, 2014, I got really big.
Like jacked.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Like, I went for like 4 or 5 days a week with Alex Kong for like 4 or 5 months, and I went from like maybe like 150 to 172, and it was actually a pretty good weight. I really was like
That's pretty big for like
it
our
was
age,
yeah
our age, right?
yeah. So I had, but this was 3 years ago.
So 24, 23?
Yeah.
Whatever
Well,
age you
I
were
mean,
at
it was
that
the start of
time.
2018, but it was around then. Yeah, it was around like 3 years ago, And
So when you guys were like regularly going to
we're
the Y.
regularly going a lot. Yeah, we're going a lot. And yeah, that was the biggest I've gotten. And it was like a good weight. Like it wasn't any belly, anything like that. Like it was good shape, whatever.
You were like jacked.
Yeah. Actually, I think I was putting on weight like too quick.
Now
So
you have
that
stretch
was.
marks.
I do, like on my armpits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I had a couple on my chest. But
So like, where are we now?
But so now it's 2018. What happened was
Okay, so
Sure.
let's just preface this. Why I bring this topic up.
Okay.
For the people watching out there who know you,
Yeah.
they already know what's coming up.
Okay.
For the people who don't know you, why do you think I bring this topic up?
I don't know.
You really don't know.
Why don't you tell us, JB?
Okay, so like Johnny's known.
I'm on and off, I guess, with it.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
just say that. He's
Okay.
known
On
for,
and
like,
off.
if there was an OFSA for on and off, like intermediate fitness, Johnny is a starter. Okay.
But
You're a starter.
I do like go for long periods of time and then take long periods of time off.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever.
I do.
Yeah. I guess like.
I think
whatever.
I'd say so.
So, like, there's not much of a story to tell unless you have one with, like, the fitness thing, like, through your high school or whatever.
Yeah.
So now skip high school. We're catching up with people, we're catching up with Jamie
Sure.
to update people on your life, what's going on. So, which college do you go to?
Centennial. I'm doing a post-grad at Centennial.
No, it's now,
College.
like, before. After high school, boy, you went to
University of Guelph Humber.
Guelph Humber. Shout out to Guelph Humber.
Best of both worlds.
Shout out to...
Degree and diploma.
Yeah. So, what was your program?
Media studies.
So, what did you... Like, what was that all about?
So in high school, I wanted to get into RTA, so radio and television, at Ryerson. So I did a 5th year. The only reason why I did a 5th year in high school was to get experience for that program, because at the time I think you need like part of your application had to be like experience and stuff like that. So I did a co-op at Ryerson. Instead, I was working on their campus newspaper, so it was a journalism thing. And then afterwards, moving forward, I got waitlisted for the program. And then during the time, the boss I had at the journalism place was basically like, hey, if you want to get into journalism, we'll take you in 100%. I'll get you into this program, which is also a really prestigious program there. But I was like, no, I was so invested to get into the RTA program. So then I heard Guelph Humber had the RTA program. So I accepted that, went to Guelph Humber, and then your 3rd year, so your first 2 years in Guelph Humber is basically very broad. You learn a little about everything, public relations, radio and television, journalism, this and that.
Kind of gets you like a little taste of everything.
Little taste of everything. In your 3rd year, that's where you, sorry. In your 3rd year, that's where you stream and branch off into something. And of course, in my 3rd year, that's where they decided to remove their radio and television program or their broadcast program and split it into 2 different streams. Half the stream went into journalism and the other half went into digital communication. So
You were journalism, right?
I was in journalism. Digital communication is more like web design and stuff, and I hated that. So I went to journalism, which is like I could have just done journalism at Ryerson. And the reason why that my boss at the time recommended journalism is because she's like, do a year in journalism and it's going to be much easier for you to switch into the program if you want to switch into that. But in my mind, I'm like, I want to get out of here as soon as possible, so I'm just going to go to school, do my thing, whatever. So I went to journalism, and it's a dying field. It's a dying field. It's journalism is dying. The
Like even
newspaper's
with
dying.
like all the internet news and whatnot. Like what do you mean by that? Like if
And
anything,
what
I feel
I
like
mean by journalism, no, this is the thing. Anyone could be a journalist these days with the technology we have. Everything's instant.
I'll tell you one thing,
you,
though.
you tweet something, you're automatically
Yeah.
a journalist.
I don't know.
You don't have to go
I
to
don't know
school.
if journalism is like dying field's the right term. Like if anything,
no.
it's still one of the most important things in the world.
It is, but it's like journalism
like
for
it's
like
the most powerful thing right now, actually.
Well, journalism, if it's told right, I guess. But if it's like journalism from a newspaper, like newspapers are dying.
print, yeah, I'd say so.
Print is dying. Print is dying. Everything's online now. You know what? It's like basically only the older generations that are still reading the
Still read
newspaper.
the news.
Yeah, but do you have a subscription for it or anything? Like that's
No,
how
I
they
go
get
to
their.
work and I pick up a Metro.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And that's a free subscription. So it's just like a lot of the companies are shutting down. Like there's a lot of publications that shut down recently, and it is a dying medium. Like it's dying. That's a sad truth to it. But that's the other thing. If you know how to write, you can be a journalist automatically. That's just how it is. So at least ours was kind of like a broadcast journalism program. So I already knew I wasn't going to do any writing. Even though I did try for a couple places.
Remember you did the missing persons.
Yeah. So I want to get into TV. So I was like, okay, I got a little bit of a research background. Like I got the journalism background, and I want to stream or kind of like sideline into TV, which is also really fucking
I think
competitive.
TV is like done though now. It's all streaming like channels.
No, TV's still good. TV's still strong.
Seriously?
Yeah, TV's still actually really strong. But it is catch. So like, what's happening now is just, and this, I'll tell you about this after because I'm learning this in my current program.
That's what I want to talk about after.
So TV's still doing well. So I tried to get into
with like Netflix, HBO, streaming, YouTube.
It's still the strongest one.
TV's still the strongest.
Apparently,
one.
TV's still the strongest because it still has the most subscriptions. It's still the.
I don't watch TV anymore.
It's still the best way to target people for advertisements too. In terms of advertising, I'm in advertising right now. Spoiler alert. So, it's still the best way to target people.
I don't know anyone who watches TV, bro, anymore.
I still watch TV. Traditional TV. Okay, traditional TV is different, but it's still like most families have traditional TV, like have cable at home, especially if they're living at home.
All right, yeah. I'll take it from you,
most people, yeah. And then if you look at the numbers, like for everything, it's still like the best. The thing is, subscription-based media, I guess like Netflix and HBO, stuff like that, that is catching up. Like it's gradually increasing every year and it's getting like greater and greater. While TV is kind of like, it's at the top still, but it's like not really going anywhere. It's just staying there. You know, it's not really going
surprising.
down.
Like I think it'd be going up more.
No, traditional TV isn't. But what they're doing now, this is kind of cool. Like they're trying to.
Just move this way.
Oh, sorry. They're trying to get less clutter on TV.
Yeah.
Meaning like they want less commercials. So now instead of having 13 minutes of like commercials per hour, you're only going to get like 2 minutes to compete with those
streaming
subscription. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what they want to do. That because they've been using the same system for like I don't know, past 50 years. They need something new. So
you finished the program and then what happened?
Finished the program. Tried. So yeah, he mentioned it already. Like I did an internship at a production studio called Cineflix.
And what did you do there?
I was a researcher, /production assistant.
So for people who didn't know, like who hasn't talked to Johnny for a while.
Yeah.
This dude was finding missing people.
I was finding missing people, yeah. The show is called Last Seen Alive, so it sounds super fucking depressing.
Yeah.
And it was super fucking depressing. And
when you last saw them live.
Yeah, right? And so what I would do on the regular was build like these character profiles and potentially get like future episodes for the show. So I'd do a lot of research. I had to stalk missing people's like social media pages, like the saddest thing ever, and then try putting like pieces together, being like, oh, I think this person might be here because this person, their friend, said so and so to this other person.
Like last tweet,
yeah. So and you have to go back, and it's just like, you know, what social medias do they use, this and that, and you build like this profile on them.
It's tight.
And then the next day you'd go back into work, and they'll be like, oh yeah, you're looking up Bob for the past 2 weeks. How's Bob now? Well, it turns out Bob was found dead in a ditch. You know, like that's something that would happen regularly.
Yeah, that's freaking.
And then the other thing too, another crazy thing was I had to transcribe interviews. So I'd get raw footage of interviews of people, the journalists who were on the show.
Hours long.
Usually like, an hour and a half or like an hour of just like raw footage of, you know, the person from our show, just like going there, interviewing them one at a time. And you see, it's usually like the parents or like really close friends of siblings or something. And they're sitting in front of the camera and they're recalling like the last time they saw the person and they're going through happy memories, but eventually they always cry. So it's just like, it sucks when you have to like trace.
Cool. It's pretty cool though. It makes you feel like a true detective.
It does. But you know, and it is cool that like, I think by the time I left, we had maybe like 7-8 episodes when we found maybe like 5 people.
That's pretty good.
Which is good.
Man.
Yeah, which is good. And the thing was like, it had to be tricky. We couldn't always find like children. They wanted to stay away from children because that's already a sensitive issue in itself.
Like because Hollywood
runs a lot of the times
Hollywood runs the Illuminati ring.
Well,
so if you're like looking for a child, you're effing with Hollywood and you guys wouldn't be broadcasted.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The all-seeing eye and the 666.
Lady Gaga is on it.
Or Lady Gaga.
Yeah. So they want to stay away from children because children's already a sensitive topic. So and usually adults have the better stories in the first place. Like there's reasons why they leave their lives. Sometimes people choose to go missing and decide just to start a fresh start for their lives. So it was an interesting show. Afterwards, I got a few gigs from them to just work as a production assistant, which is just like helping around set. But it would be cool too. Like they'd send me to like these warehouses, these prop warehouses, and you know, like you'd walk through one section, and it'll be like, oh, these are like cocaine bricks or something, and everything in there, like just all this like drug paraphernalia everywhere, and it was just really cool. Like I love prop houses now. Like who would have guessed? And then they'd be like, oh yeah, we need you to set up a crack house. So I'd be like, okay, where can I get like these syringes? Where can I get like all this stuff? The prop house. And so I'd get like a whole bunch of like candles, weird crap, and just to make the scene look a little more eerie. Yeah. So I just help out as a production assistant. You're just helping out everyone on set.
And that didn't work out like job wise.
I got close a few times to getting like it was like me versus another person getting the jobs, but a lot of the times, no, I didn't I didn't look too much into it. I was working at Old Navy at the time, like throughout university, and I was approached by a person that was opening a hotel, and I accepted the offer.
You know how sketchy that sounds like when you're
it does,
about,
yeah.
I was like,
I was approached.
I was folding underwear.
I was folding underwear.
Like,
yeah, I was in the children's section.
This man came up.
I actually was in the children's
You
section.
want to come to my hotel and work with me?
Yeah, I have a new hotel. Just hop in my trunk. I got candy. No, so basically I was folding clothes in the children's section. This guy comes in and he's like, hey, I need some help looking for something for my 3-year-old niece. Turns out that guy actually didn't have a 3-year-old niece, but anyway.
It's even more creepy.
Yeah. No, but he, like, I'll tell you the story after. Anyway, he said, I'm looking for stuff for my 3-year-old niece. Can you help me out? So I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was like a jacket or something. So I didn't really have, based off his description, I didn't really have what he was looking for. So I'm like, honestly, like, go to H&M, which is right next door. Like, they'll 100% have what you're looking for. And just because, like, I was like, the one we have here is, like, pretty crappy. And I was, like, being just completely honest with him. And I guess he liked that, and then like we had like a 5-minute conversation. He went on the phone afterwards, and then he came back to me and he's like, hey, so I'm actually opening up a hotel, whatever, like down the street. It's gonna be really new. Are you interested in being in our front office department? And then he gave me his card, he gave me whatever, he gave me his contact. And so I called him the next day, or called him that night. I said I was interested, and I took the job, and I got the job, and I was the only one hired externally. And I'm a bellman there. Shout out Delta
Hotel. That's pretty nice.
You know what? I was actually...
That's where Anime North is, right? Anime North.
It's at the convention center. It's actually a really busy hotel. It's a really nice hotel.
Anime North next month. George is going.
Oh, super kind of cool.
It's going to be cool.
I was actually about to give my 1-month notice yesterday, or 2 days ago, on Friday.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, this is going to go up after.
Yeah.
They're already going to know at that point. Yeah.
So what are you doing now then?
Well, I got it. Okay, so I'm going to school right now, doing a postgrad in advertising, media management, and I got an internship, which is not too far off. It's like on 10 Bay Street, and I'm going to be doing media buying for the next 4 months, which is what I'm going to school for.
Wait, just so you know, let's take out a few snacks here before.
Sure. Oh, nice.
We're going to take out from nations we went to. Johnny's never tried yams before.
I wonder if it's made of yam.
The sour gummy we both never had.
No.
Looks pretty cool. It seems like there's a cola flavor.
Yeah.
And the makeshift sushi.
I actually forgot about this.
Pop and Cookie.
That's really cool.
We can make it. So let's try a yam now. And when we were at Nations, you were telling me about like what your program is.
Yeah.
But let's just try a yam now.
Sure. We'll open up the yam.
It's like a dunk.
Whoa.
Like a Dunkaroo.
It kind of looks okay. I thought that was liquidy.
No, it's like a cream.
Okay.
Well,
it's kind of like Dunkaroos, isn't it?
Go ahead, try one.
Okay, I'll try one. My stubby fingers, if they could grab them.
Yeah, they're pretty stubby, actually.
What does it say?
So it should say yam.
It says mole in a hole.
Mole, no. Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Mine says...
Mole in a hole. I don't know if you could see that.
Yo, mine says cow. Moo.
And they spelled moo with U's. Not like, it's not like M-O-O-O. It's like M-U-U-U-U-U-U.
Okay, go for it, John.
Okay. Should I just like stick
just
it?
Hold it. You
okay.
can stick it, dip it, whatever. It's like a Dunkaroo.
Whoa. Whoa, I thought I was going to go deeper here. I'm not going to lie.
No, it's not too deep. That's what she said. Go for it.
I was going to cheers it, but it's okay.
Here. I don't know, I like it.
It brings back memories.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You like it, or?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I would get it again.
Let's try this sour. Should we do the popping cooking now, or
Oh, do you want to?
it's up to you?
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
You still gotta explain what
Got
you're
like a... Okay, so am I going to explain that right now?
Let's try this sour gummy first.
Okay.
I'm gonna try cola flavor.
Looks like our production assistant would like one.
Hold on. It's pretty good.
Oh, which one did you get?
I got cola.
How did you know it was cola?
It was brown.
Oh, makes sense. Oh, this is good too.
It's pretty good actually. This one's pretty tight, Jen.
Wow.
So should we do this now, or
Yeah, sure, why not?
or talk? So like, we're gonna open the popping cooking now and make sushi while we do our thing, just to entertain ourselves.
Apparently it's supposed to be delicious.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be delicious. So we were
supposed to
talking
taste like
about
the real
in,
sushi.
in nations, like what exactly your program is. So I don't get it. Like I think before you told me about it, you were saying you did advertisement, right?
Yeah, like advertising is like the field it's in. The media part is because I'm using mediums. Mediums being any kind of, yeah, I don't know, property we get, fed information. So TV, the internet, you know.
The sushi board.
It is, wow, that's actually really clever. Does not look like a sushi board.
No. So
Magazines, I could do the outdoors, like billboards. I could do bus shelters.
okay, but
anything.
what is it exactly you do?
Basically, I would be working at a media agency.
Yep.
What is that for?
You'll see.
It's kind of like Breaking Bad here, just making our own meth lab with this sushi candy. Oh, it's on the side. I think you tore it.
Oh yeah. No.
That's not it?
Can you put some water in number 1, Jen? And oh wait, no, wait. Yeah. So fill the oval depression 1 with water, then add powder from the blue packet.
Stag beetle. Love it.
Or you want to get me actually a small cup of water, Jen, and from the washroom, and I'll add it in. Thanks.
Let's see. It's a stag beetle.
So yeah, so keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so basically, I would be working at a media agency.
Because you said it has a lot to do with numbers and math.
It does, yeah.
So Johnny's
yeah.
going into a field that involves math and numbers, okay?
I'm taking this. The last time I did math before this.
If you didn't know Johnny before, or you did before,
Yeah.
and you put him with math, screw that.
Yeah, the last time I did math was in grade 11 summer school. But to be fair, I mean, the reason why I failed it was I went to Greece for I missed the whole second semester. Or whole half of the second semester or whatever. Anyway, so I'm in this program, advertising media management. It's a post-grad. It's a lot of work. I'm stressing out. And basically what I would be doing as a media buyer is I'd be working at a media agency, and these media agencies would have all these different clients, being these companies. So for an example, let's say...
Wait, can you talk and do more than one thing, or no?
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'll explain to you why you're...
Yeah, but what do you want me to do?
I was going to ask you, so it wants us to put the rice in this number 1 and wants you to mix.
Oh, is this the rice?
Maybe I should let you finish your story first.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'd be working in a media agency. These media agencies would have... Oh, it made bubbly noises.
Yeah. You can put it in if you want.
Oh, really? Into which one?
Either or. I really need to put them in all 3.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'll do it while you talk.
Okay. So I'd be working at these media agencies. I wish we could show them this. This is really scientific.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll have to just imagine.
Yeah. So these media agencies would have these media clients, or these clients. Let's say, for example's sake, right now we're using
Pornhub.
I don't really have a good example for Pornhub right now.
Never mind.
I'll just say McDonald's, because I know some of their campaigns right now. They're advertising the Big Mac with bacon, right? You guys know the Big Mac with bacon? Have you seen it on TV at all?
Yeah, the
they're
commercials are pretty tight. They're weird, but they're tight.
So say they have this commercial, a 30-second commercial. They'd come to us and they'd be like, "Hey, we have this commercial for the Big Mac. We want this many people to see it." Yada yada yada. I look at all these demographics and psychographics on these programs that we have, and these are where the stats come in. So I could look at
how many people like bacon.
things like that, you know. It's like, honestly, like I did an assignment before for Schick Quattro, being the shaving blade.
Shake Quattro.
Schick.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unless I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I know it's like
Right.
Schick. Anyway, it's like a shaving blade. You know the shaving blade? The program would be like, how many times do people shave in Ontario? Like, I could find stats for that. I could find how many times they shave per day in Ontario. Like, it's very specific, and you could look at all
Once
these.
every 3 days for me.
Yeah, it's the average anyway. You know
Seriously?
what I mean? Well,
So
I don't know
what's
if
the
that's
average?
average. This was a while ago. This is back in
Okay.
first semester. So it's just like things like that. I could look at stats for almost anything that's on this, and I could get into demographics. I only want to target people that have a household income of like over 100,000. I only want to target people that have 2 children, this and that.
Yeah.
So it's really extensive on the stuff that I could be researching. But anyway, let's say McDonald's Big Mac comes to me and they're like, we want, with a Big Mac bacon, we want this many people to see it. I'd look at all the stats. I'd put together this big plan for them. And then what I would do is, if they did want
What's the time
TV.
recording?
An hour and 45.
Well, now for okay. Yeah.
Wow. Well, if they did want like TV and all that, I'd look at all the networks. I'd look at all the stations. I'd be like, okay, these ratings are doing so good on these TV shows. This will get you the best eyes for your commercial. And I would pretty much use their budget to buy these spots for them. And I'm basically putting in their commercials in places I think would be best for them. So basically, like, let's say you're watching Bob's Burgers,
I like that show.
right? I think it would kind of be appropriate to put a burger commercial in Bob's Burgers, you know, and it already has like a high rating. This
So
and that.
basically, you would find
It's obviously it's more complicated than that.
you'd find like a avenue of advertisement. Do your research of where
There's a lot
it would-
of research in it. Yeah.
where it would best be to put your product.
Yeah, and then there's costing in it too, and the costing is where the math comes in, and then the stats is just looking at a whole bunch of numbers. So like a lot of the program is learning how to actually read the numbers that are shown to you. So
So let's say with the shaving thing.
yeah,
Like, what was the point of knowing how much people shave in a day? Like, what would you put an advertisement?
So I'd get the demographic, right? I'd see their demographic of people. Let's say it's like men 18 to 34
Yeah,
or
or
something.
older probably.
Yeah, and let's say for right now, men 18 to 34, they're the ones who are going to be using Schick Quattro the most, according to our research. I'd find that Ontario's doing well, whatever. Let's say I'm using Ontario as a demographic. Basically, I would look at their media habits. So I look at like different habits that they have. So like I can see, you know, what medium they use the most. I could see if
Men
this
like
demographic.
18 to 30 something watch Game of Thrones a lot.
I could see that.
You would put it in a Game of Thrones show.
Exactly. But even before that, I'm looking at their habits. So I'll be like, you know, this demographic of people does not like reading the newspaper. Their numbers are really low. It's just not going to happen, right? I'm obviously not going to use the newspaper as a platform to put their advertisement on. So if I see that they have a lot of that demographic focuses on TV, and you know, a lot of them watch TV at long periods of time, I could even look at their shows that they're watching specifically and be like, these have really high, you know, like viewership from this demographic, so I want to plug it into here. So it's like,
Okay.
so what you're trying to do is you're trying to build a target profile. You're trying to build like, so imagine like,
I kind of get the gist of it.
yeah, so I'm building like a character for my target profile. I'll be like, oh, my character profile, I'm gonna call him like Tom. Tom is like an adventurous guy, you know, he likes to travel a lot, he's very ambitious, this and that. I'd put together like this whole thing for him. And then I'd have to think of being kind of like that person. I'll be like, what does this guy like most? And then that's where like my planning comes in, and then that's where the execution comes in afterwards.
So, and you have a job in this business.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of jobs in this.
Well,
yeah.
for you right now, you just got a job.
Well, yeah, I got an internship for it.
What are you doing? Like, what's the,
What? Sorry.
your internship, what is it?
Like, where is it?
No, what is it?
Oh, what is it? I'll be doing media buying. So exactly what I'm kind of like explaining.
For what company? Like,
It's a company called IPG Media Brands. It's a pretty big media agency out there, but it has like maybe like that's like the mother brand, you know, and then underneath is I think about 7 other brands
Do you know,
or
like,
7
what
other
products you would be doing?
I don't know what clients I'll be working with yet.
Okay.
I don't know what clients I'll be working with yet, but it's
No, You want to pour this in? It's rice.
Sure, yeah. Which one am I putting it in?
The number 1.
All of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you'll mix as you pour in, I guess.
Let's see if I could show them this. See, that's
I don't think
that's not salt, guys.
it looks like salt. I don't think we'll be able to show them till the end product. But... Are you making like Breaking Bad cocaine?
It kind of looks like it, eh?
And then you mix it until it turns into like a rice paste. So,
do we need more water?
It said like up to the... That's it, it told me.
Because I don't know if a lot...
We'll just see what happens. Just go for it.
Okay.
Stir until thick like cooked rice.
Fuck.
I think we'll be okay.
You think so?
Yeah, you have like a lot of moisture on...
I'm trying to get that in
If
here.
you need more water, I can add more. Do you want me to add more?
Maybe a little bit? That's nice.
You're gonna take this home, I know it. So like, that's pretty much you caught up like now.
Yeah.
So what like? What?
Oh, I did a little traveling while working at the hotel.
Yeah. So like in terms of traveling, like where you last year you did a big Asia trip, was it?
Yeah.
Where'd
yeah,
you
that was
go?
the biggest trip I've done. We started in Japan.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, this is getting really thick. Holy crap.
You think we added too much water now?
No, I actually think it's okay.
You think that's good enough? No, I think we gotta like make it dry out completely.
Yeah, I think I still need, because I see some moist areas here still.
Do you smell it? It's sugary.
Yeah, this is like pure sugar here.
It smells like kind of like a plain flavor bubble gum.
It does,
Candy,
yeah.
like a mint candy. Oh no, that's my alarm.
Oh,
No.
commercial break.
Commercial break.
Oh, this is getting really thick, Jamie. Holy shit. Like, it's actually getting really thick.
Okay, so
I think that's pretty much it. I think we could just, like, break it up or whatever.
Yeah, but just keep it for now, because next I'm gonna have you add to make the
This is kind of like a rice
fish.
substance now.
You're gonna make the fish now, Johnny.
Oh, crap. Well. Oh, yeah, so I started in Japan. We did Tokyo. We went to, like, a few places there. Went to Osaka. We did a place called Nara. We went to Kyoto.
Yeah, I want to go to Japan.
Oh, I loved it.
What'd
Like,
you
this
do?
was actually my favorite leg of the trip. And then we went to Taiwan next. We went to Taiwan, so Taipei and Taichung. Then we went to Hong Kong. And then Hong Kong was just, like, pretty much central. And then we did Thailand.
This is supposed to be yellow, by the way.
Is it? Uh-oh. I'm sure we could probably get
I
one
put
of
the
them.
wrong one in there.
So we could probably...
I put the salmon in there when I was supposed to put
The salmon in here?
No, I was supposed to put the omelet in there. Okay, just switch them around, whatever.
Am I using the same spoon?
Yeah, and yeah. So you have any good stories of Asia you want to mention or no?
I mean, what would you like to know? Well, is this supposed to be just liquidy?
It's supposed to solidify.
I don't think this is going to solidify here.
Just like keep it as is, and maybe it'll solidify on its own. No, you put some
Oh,
in
shit.
there. Fuck, Johnny.
Oh, it's already a disaster.
Okay,
This is not going to solidify, though. I think it's too liquidy.
we'll just leave it. Let's see what
Okay.
happens. So, like, you have no stories at all? Nothing?
Do you have any questions about it? Like, specifically? I have a lot of stories.
Like,
I just don't know what to bring up.
anything you want.
That's
Like,
a lot of
something you
pressure
feel that
right
would be,
there.
like, good.
That's a lot of pressure.
Let's bring one about a drink.
Honestly,
Let's
we
bring-
drank a lot there.
Yeah,
like,
so
I
I
think
heard you did.
I think my tolerance... like, after
You
that
know what's a
trip
good story we can talk about?
I got fat there too,
No,
man.
let-
I got really
yo,
fat
let's talk
there
about-
because everyone kept feeding me. That's a funny story.
What would you eat? Like, what's food did you eat?
Honestly, like, so when we went to Hong Kong and Taiwan, there was two of the guys that were with us had family members there, and because I was like the foreigner, I was the white guy. Honestly,
eat white
people
guy,
would tell me
eat.
this all the time going to, like, before I went to Asia, like, you being white is going to get special treatment. And I was getting all this attention everywhere. And then their families would be like, oh, they'd take us out for dinner and whatever, but they'd be like shoving food down my throat. I'm like, look, I can't eat no more. I'm really hungry, but obviously they won't understand that. So like, eat, good. And good was like the only word they knew in English. They're like, good. I'm like, all right, well, apparently you can't like turn them down or else it'll be like, they'd get pissed off or whatever. Like, it's not, you're not supposed to do any of that. So
Okay, Johnny, so you can make this, flatten out the seaweed onto this thing.
Oh,
with your fingers.
wait, which is the seaweed? Oh, that's the one?
This little eraser here. So you see how he's flattening out with his fingers?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, how about we tell people...
Holy crap, this is really tough.
Let's tell people...
This is really tough.
Yeah, I don't remember. Is it because you were using your
Oh, wait.
thumbs?
Holy crap.
Maybe you have to smush it.
I'm trying to.
It's pretty good. How about, like, when you got sick?
Did I get sick? Oh, I was getting sick after the trip.
Yeah,
that was
what
really
happened
bad,
there?
man. That was really bad. Because I want to go... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, it was just really...
Like, what'd you get sick with?
I was getting, like, these throat infections. It was, like, viral, too.
And there was a skin infection you got, too.
I don't have a skin
You fucking said you had shingles.
Oh, I got shingles. Yeah, during the same time. That was really...
Just so
How
you
know,
know,
I forget about shingles?
You know who's
It's
the most...
fucking rare to get...
You know who's the most common person to get...
50-year-olds?
Over 65.
Yeah, is it 65?
You got shingles.
Yeah, I know. It's really rare.
Yeah,
but
so-
apparently
so-
you can get it as
can,
like when you're
anyone can
younger,
get
and it's
shingles.
really fucking bad.
So tell us about the shingles.
It's fucking painful and it looks disgusting. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but what would you do?
Well, mine actually didn't look as bad as some of the other pictures and stuff I saw, but it kind of looked like, imagine like someone getting like a boiling pot of water and like tossing it on your skin, and you know it's like in those movies and stuff you'd see it like your skin would get super red and it'd like bubble up. That's kind of what your skin looks like.
Oh, I messed up, Johnny.
Again?
This was supposed to be those little bobas.
Oh fuck. We completely fucked this up.
Maybe I can do it vice
This
versa.
one's really watery too. Like I don't know how we're gonna do that.
This is all garbage now. Yeah, screw this popping cookie. Shut up, Johnny.
You know what sucks about this? It's like if you don't do it right, it's like the whole thing's gone. Like,
Wait, no, I think it'll still work. Hold on, let me try something. Okay, so...
I don't think we got
No,
this.
I can
Jamie.
save it, I can save it.
I don't think so.
So tell us about the shingles while I try to fix this.
Okay, so I got back. Our last leg of the trip. Oh, South Korea was the last leg of the trip too.
Okay.
So we went to South Korea. We were there for a few days, and you know every other country we went to was pretty hot. We went from Thailand to South Korea, polar opposites. I was in a tank top and shorts the entire time in Thailand.
That's like your baseline clothing, too.
It was, yeah. And then in South Korea, I had my windbreaker and, you know, I was trying to stay as warm as possible, but I didn't pack for cold weather. And it was freezing. It was like colder than in over there than in Toronto at the time. So I got back and I had a really bad...
It's supposed to be little balls.
I don't know if that's supposed to be good.
Look when I shoot it in. This is like messed
The
up.
noise
I
too.
fucked up.
It's just-
This is like I put all the wrong stuff in the wrong put.
Ew. What is supposed to be what?
This is supposed to be the salmon roe, I think. Yo, I messed up, Johnny. This thing's gone. Oh wait, no, I didn't mess up. Ah, what am I doing?
Really? Are you sure?
Let me try. Hold on. Look, yeah, it's shingles. Sorry.
Okay, so I got back from Korea and I had a throat infection. That was like within the week, right? So I went to the doctor, I got antibiotics for it, and then I was still like sick. I had such a lack of energy, this and that. And then I was getting like this crazy rash on my shoulder. And at first I thought it was like maybe I was getting a reaction to the antibiotics, but it wasn't. It ended up being shingles, and it was getting worse. I actually beat it a lot faster though, Jamie, than most people.
It's gone, bro.
Really?
I wasted $5.99, $4.99.
Do you think we can maybe like get that and just throwing it in there? Like maybe it'll absorb the substance? Because that is really thick.
This was supposed to turn solid.
Was it actually?
Yeah. I know that one
So-
I didn't mess up, I think.
It was supposed to turn really solid?
Supposed to.
So maybe we can like put it in another... No, I don't know. Something else. Yes.
See, now it's making tapioca, so it is kind of the right...
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's a
Is
jello
that supposed
now.
to be tapioca?
It's supposed to be like a jello.
Wow. So why don't we just try mixing them up? I mean, it's all going to the
Oh
same
my
place
God,
anyway,
I
isn't
messed
it?
up so bad.
Wait, isn't that supposed to go... We didn't put anything in there yet.
No, that one's supposed to be like water or something.
Oh, wait, is that a package we didn't open yet?
That's just soy sauce, and you don't want to be mixing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns to like a syrup.
Okay, so I got shingles. I had to use like this, what was it? I think it was a cream. Yeah,
yeah.
it was a cream that I was putting on. And it was painful. It wasn't as painful as what you described because I don't think mine was
supposed to be
as...
like a burning neuropathic
It
pain.
was burning and it was uncomfortable. Like there was times where I wasn't able to sleep in I would sleep in my shirt, but it'd be really uncomfortable. Like I'd have to sleep still or like on the side of my body that didn't have the shingles because it'd be that painful just to like roll over it and things like that. And I had such a like I had no energy during this point. Like it was really weird. Like I just didn't want to do anything. I was sleeping all day. It sucks. If you can, don't get shingles. But I beat it. Oh my god.
You beat it, like you don't have it.
Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah. This feels really weird.
It kind of feels like rice, I guess.
Sticky rice. It smells...
Don't eat it.
You're not? You're gonna eat it? Try it.
You're like touching it with your hand like Play-Doh.
You're supposed to. Why don't you show the camera what it looks like?
It looks like someone fucking sneezed on the rice.
Just like a loogie.
Like a loogie? Oh, I'll tell you when me and Jen did it. It was a lot better. Yo, no, don't hate on.
Should I put anything on this?
I think this one should be.
Oh, this one even looks worse.
Tuna. Sorry, Johnny. I messed up your first pop and cooking experience. Do it again, like proper at home when you like read it. It's just we were distracted like by multiple things.
Just like the real thing.
Eat it.
Did you eat yours yet?
No, I don't want to eat it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eat it.
I tried it before. It tastes like shit.
So am I supposed to eat this? Should I eat it?
You can try
I
it.
think you guys should both eat it.
Yeah,
You guys
Jamie,
have
take
to
it
both
back.
eat it.
I don't want to eat the whole thing.
We did a lot of work on this.
Do I have to eat the whole thing?
Yeah, eat the whole
no,
thing.
I'll try a little bit. I
No,
tried
like
it
the
before.
piece that you had.
That piece was big.
That piece is almost the same size as mine. Mine's just compact.
Yo, I don't want to eat it.
Do it.
Ew.
Yo, fuck you, Johnny.
Okay. Cheers this.
You guys have to link our...
I'll eat it, but you have to put it in your mouth first. I'm serious. I'll eat it.
Are you gonna eat it?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna not eat it. I'm gonna eat it.
After the
Like we said, I eat anything now.
Yo, after
So
the,
just-
after the footies thing,
the foot. Oh yeah.
all in grade 7.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys have to link arm and eat it.
How do we? Oh yeah.
Brothers.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Like the real thing.
you. That's so gross.
I love.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
It's kind of making me teary-eyed a little bit.
Johnny, you want tissue?
No, I have to swallow this.
Yo, that's so bad.
You know what? It's the texture that's really nasty.
The whole thing tastes nasty.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of. Is it sour for you?
It's like candy. Just gross candy. Yeah. Poppin' cooking. Elephant jumbo.
Recommend it to anyone, guys.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're already
kinda
at
gross,
an
man.
hour and
Holy
10. Let's talk about a few more things before we wrap up.
Okay.
So,
Oh, beat shingles. Asia was great. Yeah, I want to go back again. Asia, like, honestly, Japan was something magical. I can imagine having, like, my own, like, pad there one day, because that's how much I loved it. Everyone will tell you about Japan. You can hear all about these things and kind of think, like, okay, I got an idea of what it's going to be like. It's not going to be like anything you've ever heard. It's different to every single person who goes there. You have to witness it for yourself. Really recommend it. Your mind's going to be blown. Loved it there. And I want to go back in 2020 for the Japanese Olympics. For the opening
real?
ceremony, for real. If I could
Pretty
get,
tight.
if I'm doing like okay at the time and I have like the money to do it, I'd love to go there just for their opening
that
ceremony.
sounds pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do Japan, but just don't have the money right now.
It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, but we did get a really good special for it. But love Japan. Like like honestly, like we're Canadian, and I think I'm typically a nice person. But over there, like I thought I was a big asshole. Like they just shit on us. Like when it comes to service, when it comes to politeness, when it comes to etiquette, everything. They just shit on us.
So,
But they were so great. Like everything was so good about it. I felt like the coolest guy walking into a shopping mall. You know, like people would bow to me and stuff. I'm like, I'm not even going into your store, but I feel like a king. It was great. And you'd get this everywhere. And people were so helpful, so nice. I did not see any like violence anywhere. I was not
you
sketched
feel
out at all.
safer in Japan than you would feel walking again.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Dude, and then like not only that, I was like kind of like bigger than everyone. And this is me. like, you know, not working out in freaking a year, and like whatever, just like height wise, like people are typically like not too tall. I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess the average height there is shorter than what would be here. And everything's just really cute there. Everything. Like I remember, like, this is a funny story actually, because I know you asked for a story before. This is a funny story. We were going to Osaka. We're going to this cup. What was it? Cup of noodles?
Cup
no,
noodle?
the cup noodle museum. They have a cup noodle museum.
Did you make
there.
one?
I did, yeah. Yeah, so we did. We went to the cup noodle museum, which is like, if you guys know cup noodles,
It's instant noodle. It's like
noodles in a cup.
One of the most popular cup noodles.
Yeah, exactly. So we went there, and then en route to get over there, we had to cross a big street. So we're gonna go to the intersection, this and that, but then all of a sudden we hear like this. I can't even remember the siren, but it was like a really cute siren. And then I look down the street.
You told me the story. Yeah.
I see, like, I look down the street, and I see this really cute looking car coming our way. Turns out it was a fire truck. And you know what? So this is in the middle of an emergency. And as this was happening, our friends are just like, okay, what happens if we wave? Let's just see what happens here. So this probably happened to me. Like, I just remember this in slow motion. Like the truck is passing us.
As it passes by.
As it's passing by us, everyone in the truck looks over and they're waving back to us. And then
cool.
I was just like looking around. I'm like, did you guys see the same thing I just saw right here? Like, they're in the middle of an emergency, but they still had time to wave to us. What? Like, that was insane. Yeah. And then not only that, I'm pretty sure, like, because everything is so cute there, I'm pretty sure if I were to be standing in front of that truck at the time, it would have bounced off and make like a squeaky noise.
That's what I was
because
thinking
it's like
too,
everything's so cute. It's like an inflatable truck or something. Yeah, it was great. Like, it was just something we've never seen before, and
It's like a cultural 360.
It was. Honestly, it's just like what they really do great there is they pay attention to the small details
And
perfectly,
really,
and it
really
works
clean.
out. Yeah, it's really clean. So like I'd be walking around with like empty bottles of water and stuff, or empty bottles of whatever, and I wouldn't be able to like throw it out anywhere because they have like a lack of garbage cans there, and it's an actual fact, they do. But the city is that clean, like you kind of feel guilty if you're going to chuck your thing somewhere, so it kind of forces you to hold it all the time until you find like a garbage in a shopping mall or something like that. It was rare when I found garbage can.
I didn't know that.
But
That's wild.
yeah.
So what do, like,
but and it's so clean there.
do they
It's
take their
spotless.
garbage
It works.
home, or there's like...
You could do that, or if you do find, like, maybe if you go to a restaurant, chuck it there, or for us it was shopping malls. You know, go through a public, just a big public place would usually have a garbage can. Otherwise, on the street, it's kind of rare when you find one.
So, for people like watching now and stuff,
Yeah.
what's going on with you now? What's up now? Like what
Honestly,
do you do now, aside
I've been-
from work and school. You just been busy.
There's
working
not
for
too much. Yeah, there's not too much going on other than like work and school. My school program is only like, it's a year and a half. It's 3 semesters, 2 semesters in class, 1 semester doing the internship. So I got the internship now, but I still have the last month of school to go. And it's a lot of freaking work. Like, honestly, undergrad was not anything like this. And I took 3 years off before deciding to go back again. So I was used to doing nothing. And all of a sudden it's like, here, you know, I just got thrown back into the lion's den, and it's like, here, do more work than what you used to do before. And I wasn't really prepped for it, and I'm doing well in it. Like, I'm doing good. It's just, it's a lot of freaking work, and that's what I didn't expect from it. I didn't think it was going to be that much.
So do you have time to like play games or whatnot anymore? Are you playing any games still?
I'd like to. I still buy them sometimes. Like, I have right now, so like during Christmas, there were so many Boxing Day specials and stuff. I got quite a few, actually. They're still packaged. Just
Whoa, which games?
they're collections, so it's like the BioShock collection I got the new Tomb Raider, like the 20th anniversary or whatever. I got Borderlands, the collection for that.
Still, you're not playing anything right now?
No.
Not even League?
League I stopped a while ago.
So you're not playing any games?
For a little bit, I was playing StarCraft in last semester.
Like 2?
StarCraft 2.
Oh,
It's free.
Okay.
It's
free now?
Yeah. Yeah, you just go on Blizzard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, go on like
Okay,
BlizzardNet
cool.
or whatever. You could download it for free. And I was just playing like arcade games.
Nice.
Yeah, which is just kind of like their custom games, right?
Yeah.
And I'd play that at night with like, you know, Patrick and stuff here and there. But a lot of the times I can't even play games because I'm I'm doing a lot of shit at home. And I get so worn out after school now. It's just like we have like not even that my days are super long. It's just that it's like just mentally exhausting. And by the time I get home, it's just I sleep. Yeah, I just sleep for a bit, and then I get up and I have to do work. And then I sleep late.
And then you're gonna start going to the gym like next month, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. So the thing is, like, what I don't like is I was supposed to be going to Good Life because there's so many Good Lifes downtown, but that didn't work out because my sister, like, I was going to ride off her discount that she gets from work, but because she's not renewing it, I can't renew mine. So I'm going to get a YMCA membership. But from where I'm at 10 Bay, which is pretty much Bay Street and Queens Quay, right by the lake, it's going to be a journey in itself to get to the YMCA. So I'll see, like, the problem I used to have before when I was working at the hotel going to the YMCA, the reason why I switched to Good Life was because, like, when I finished work, transportation would make me sleep. And by the time I get to the gym, I'm just like,
or you would pass by the gym. Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, like, essentially, yeah. I'd get to the gym and I'd be freaking tired. I'd just be like, because I don't know, I think for some people, and like including myself, I think public transportation just wears you out.
Yeah, it's sleepy because you're not driving.
It is. Just, like, you're just there.
Even I sleep all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny. Okay. So just to clarify, we had some technical difficulties. So we did. We actually, I think, missed like 10 minutes of the stuff. So just going to clarify the last that we said. We're just going to shout out our next person. Who is it going to be? Ali G. He's coming for you. Shout out to Ali G.
Shout out to Ali G.
Shout out to Ali G. We're going to try to get him into the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we got the Japan story and the shingles. We just get the nation part.
If you didn't, basically I went to Asia, I went to Japan, and I got shingles.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and here I am.
And how about we summarize the nation story? What happened?
Nation story, we went to Nations. I went there for my first time, and I almost saw a guy get his ass kicked.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we just got to plug your IG again, and we're going to just...
Okay, so IG, Instagram, is my name, my full name, my first name and last name. Not my birth certificate name, because that'd be John, but it's Johnny, JOHNNY, VOUYIOUKAS. My last name has every vowel in it except the E, but it even has a sometimes Y.
And we clarified that was a pretty fun fact.
Yeah, it was.
So that's pretty much
that's my Instagram tag, so add me on Instagram if you want. I'm not doing much right now, but I will be doing a lot more soon. And Ali, you're next, buddy.
And also, we just talked about Infinity War a bit. You're going to be watching that.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching it in a month. It's a big movie. If you guys don't know, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, all those guys, they're going to be in it. And Thanos. And he kind of looks like Bruce Willis. If Bruce Willis was covered in bubblegum. He
does look like Bruce Willis.
If he was covered in bubblegum.
It's not Bruce Willis playing him, though.
No, it's Josh Brolin.
At the end of the movie, I heard what happens is you see Bruce Willis in a cafe.
Yeah, just...
Mr. Unbreakable.
And it wasn't actually who Joss Whedon? It wasn't actually Joss Whedon. It was what's his name? The guy who did The Sixth Sense. That director.
Oh, M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He was the one who directed Infinity Wars all along.
Yeah. That's the real twist to it.
Oh man.
It's just another M. Night twist.
Let me just make sure. I think what happened the reason I stopped recording is because my SD card got full.
Really?
So it switched storage to the phone storage.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was it. But otherwise, I can't think of anything else we really missed. That was it.
No.
Thanks for coming again, Johnny. You know, it was hard to get you on for the past 3 weeks because you've been busy.
I know, I've been really busy.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'll be more free soon. Really soon. This last month of school is going to be hell. But again, after this month...
Anyone you want to shout out?
Mom, Dad, I love you guys.
Yo, Milty, shout out to Milty.
Milty.
Shout out to Milty again.
Oh, that's not the Milty one. Oh, we don't have the drink? Yeah, for a second I thought it was that.
Do you know the Korean heart?
What is this?
Is it actually?
Shout out to Miltis.
Am I doing it right?
Something like that. It looks like a heart, supposedly.
Oh.
Anyone else to shout out?
I love all my friends.
And you have
Jesus.
Yeah, shout out to that
and
guy.
God.
Shout out.
He's important.
Easter. Greek,
that's next week, actually. Greek Easter.
Greek Easter?
Greek Easter is next week.
Does he eat a lamb?
I think so, yeah. We should be having
Nessie's family always does it up big.
Yeah, he's been fasting too. Like my mom's been fasting the whole month, and Nessie's been fasting the whole month.
Fast?
He went like vegan.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are you? You are kind of.
Not really.
fasting.
I tried last year. It's really hard, man. Especially when I'm in school and my diet's already shit. Like, it's hard for me to actually eat anything. So, I've been
I'm gonna try to get Anesi on here. That'd be fucking interesting.
Really? Yeah, that'd be cool. Actually, you should. That'd be fun too.
He's gonna have a shit ton.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot to say. Yeah, and I don't want to really like shout out anyone in particular because then I might be forgetting someone. They'll be like, "Hey, how about me?" So shout out all you guys.
I know who's gonna comment like on the bottom.
Yeah.
If they do watch it.
Yeah, me too. I think I already know what you're talking about.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Or
Fuck
hashtag
you,
not invited.
Yeah. Fuck you, Johnny. Like that already.
Yep.
All
So
right.
that's it.
I guess what are you gonna do after we eat? You're gonna go and study.
Finish my homework.
Okay.
I didn't get it done yesterday,
Thanks a
but
lot I'm gonna turn off the thing. But
Sure.
anything, you're good.
yeah, look out, guys. This is gonna be a big podcast.
No, well, not really. It's more for fun.
But it's gonna be a big podcast one day, and it's gonna happen. You mark my words, because I'll be back here too when
true.
it does.
When there's more fun stuff.
Yeah. Bye,
Bye.
Buddha. Bye, guys. Ali, you're next. Bye.